Today, we have a Mercedes E200 W212 using a 274 engines. We don't have any issue with it at the moment, so I'm going to show you the procedure for testing this engine's coolant pump. And so with this 274 engines, there are two types of coolant pump. They are electrical and mechanical. But with this particular one, we have a mechanical pump. This mechanical pump system has a solenoid that controls the flat actuator to switch on and off the coolant pump valve. So to test this pump, we're gonna need to use sentries. I've already hooked up the OBD cable. And according to the wiring diagram, the coolant pump switch over valve that I've shown you recently is Y133. Before showing you the process, I'm going to tell you how these valves work. So the coolant system operates by constantly circulate coolant in and out of the engines. Coolant switch driven by a water pump is pushed through the cylinder block. As it passes through these channels, it absorbs heat from the engines. This heated fluid enters the radiator, where it is cooled by the airflow entering through the car's radiator grill. The fluid will cool as it passes through the radiator, returning to the engine again to pick up more engine heat and carry it away. With our 274 engines, there are two different valves for two specific features to control the flow of our fluid: the thermostat and coolant pump switch over valve. The thermostat is located between the radiator and the engines. Depending on the temperature, it regulates what happens to the liquids. If the fluid temperature drops below a certain level, the coolant bypasses the radiator and is instead directed back into the engine block. The coolant will continue to circulate until it reaches a certain temperature and opens the valve on the thermostat, allowing it to pass through the radiator again for cooling. Then, in order for the engine to reach its operating temperature faster, when you start the engines, the switch over valve is closed due to the vacuum from the intake manifold. This will block the coolant from the radiator to get into the engine's block. So after the replacement, or you just want to check whether the valve is still functional, Sentry will help you to do the job. So firstly, choose our ECM. Go to test sections. Scroll down to find a Y133. As you can see, this image demonstrates the behavior of our coolant temperature as the pump is switched on and off. The red arrow shows when the coolant pump is on, and the blue arrow represents when it's off. The test requires us to do some prerequisites, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the engine so as for the coolant temperatures to reach between 70 and 90 degrees Celsius. I will turn on the live data graph for you to see exactly what's happening. Let's switch it on. As you can see, the temperature is significantly dropped due to the coolant is being pushed into the channels, and when we turn off the switch, it continues to rise again. If the test is good, press OK and Sentry will end the test. There's a green tick to remind you that this feature has been tested. And that's pretty much how you do it. So in conclusions, the 274 engines has two different types of coolant pump. I've just shown you how to test the mechanical pump system in particular by using C6 diagnostic tool and Sentry. I hope you enjoyed today's video.